Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EGIK WM France deck G456 game with Sidnv, JP, and Keith. Opening pack, there's only really for me two things in consideration. Um, Animal Husbandry Worker and Restless Father. There is like Master Tanner, Stage Star Merchant Plowman, so there's other like neat little combos, but for me it's Animal Husbandry Worker or Restless Father. Hey Relocren. I'm probably going Animal Husbandry Worker, because there are other ways to plow other than Restless Farmer. And Animal Husbandry Worker is always a reasonable start. Whoa. What? Oh, man. Hewer and Zoo Director here. Jeez. I guess I have to take Zoo Director. Knowing about Dairy Crier and thinking that Dairy Crier is like reasonably likely to come back. Actually, maybe not. Maybe Dairy Crier gets taken fourth. I mean, if I have the Animal Husbandry Worker, at least I get to take the two sheep, and then that's like being given an extra point. I think I have to take Zoo Director here over Hewer. But yeah, Sid getting a third pick Hewer could be pretty scary. I think this is just Lady of the Manor, right? Although Manure Shoveler would let me actually get the Lady of the Manor points. Yeah, you know what? This is actually Manure Shoveler, I think. Yeah, Politician for the Hero also very good. I would like to take Lady of the Manor here, but the Manure Shoveler will actually help me compete for those points. Real estate agent with animal husbandry worker is fun. Truffle also good. I'm not such a fan. My goal in this game will be to take a lot of wood before the boar come out. That's going to be my hope at least. So yeah, I like giant here. Double, guarantee that I get two cattle, for example, and if I can ever double the cattle, it's like a pretty strong action. It also lets me double sow actions to trigger manure shoveler twice. So like double plow sow, for example, with manure shoveler is really good. So if I go into that action with two fields, I can manure shovel twice to get, 6 grain, 4 vegetables. Oh wow, Restless Father came back. Uh if do I get this twice with Giant? I wonder. Because yeah, if I get double family growth with Giant and get two Restless Father actions, that looks quite good to me. Hand's looking pretty strong. Probably I'm benefiting from Keith doing some questionable picks, making some questionable picks, I would guess. So Storehouse Minder is one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. Is it good here? I mean, the only other Awk I really want to play stage 1 is Animal Husbandry Worker, and that can come out round 5. But I want to play Restless Father as well. I guess the question is, what else would I take? Prefect, since I just passed Merchant Plowman, could be okay. There's also Archer here. Which, maybe Archer is not terrible in a Zoo Director game. I'll take Storehouse Minder. Storehouse Minder is also the kind of card that would let me double Reno with Giant, for example. I don't think I'm picking any of these. Could play Schnapp's Distiller, I guess. Like, if I got sheep, if I got a card that let me turn a sheep into a vegetable, and I'm breeding sheep and turn them into a vegetable, then Schnapp's Distiller, maybe. I just don't ever see myself playing Junk Dealer. And I don't think Fence Helper is really that good. So, definitely have to leave myself open to paying for the Plow Feast, but looking very positive for Lord of the Manor, Lady of the Manor, right? Because if I get 3 fields out of Restless Father plus Plow Feast, I only need to plow sow one time. That's pretty good. Um, Clay Roof is... I think Clay Roof is pretty good with Storehouse Minder. Because like it just really pays you off for taking that 4 clay action. What else? Is Dolly's Mother here? Dolly's Mother is interesting because the space for the extra animal. So, like, normally I would only ever be able to hold 11 animals at most with animal husbandry worker fencing. But Dolly's Mother gives me space for the 12th animal without a stable. So I could take Dolly's Mother, but I think the pick is Clay Roof given Storehouse Minder. And this like gives me a quite a good incentive to actually play Storehouse Minder here. Is Hammock good here? Oh, so if I'd taken Real Estate Agent, I could do Shepherd's Crook things. If I had taken Real Estate Agent. Is Hammock good here? The question is, am I going for that 3rd animal? And I don't know what the answer is. Or that 4th room. And I think the answer is no. I actually kind of like Giant Scarecrow here. The reason I like Giant Scarecrow is because if I do the double manure shoveler plow sow in 14, then I get to, with Giant Scarecrow, that gets me to 8 grain. Oh, what? What? This pack is stacked. Village School, Broom, Half-Timbered House, Absinthe, Witch's Dance Ground. Awesome pack. Witch's Dance Ground, free 2 points given Animal Husbandry Worker, right? 5 fields, two spaces, 5 spaces for pastures. But I mean, how do I pass Village School here, right? Village School is exceptional. It is a bit awkward with Storehouse Minder. And there's Broom in the same pack as well? Oh, man. I think the pick's Village School over Broom. The question is, am I taking Witch's Dance Ground over Village School? And I think I take Witch's Dance Ground over Absinthe as well. I'll take Village School here. Village School's a bit of an either-or with Storehouse Minder, I think. But, I mean, if I throw away Schnapps Distiller and 2 miners, and it's fine. Then it comes out to like a free point that got me a resource, which is okay. Easy pole barns. Easy pole barns. I was feeling a bit sad about having to pass that Dolly's Mother, but no longer. No longer. Dolly's mother does come back. I have timetable here. 3 resources for timetable. Pays for village school on its own. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Chimney a thing that I want? It's free with timetable. Or do I want to just grab hammock here, given that I picked up village school? I think no. I think I take Chimney here. I could also grab Thunderbolt. Like, there's a world where Thunderbolt is okay with Giant Scarecrow, but I think I just take Chimney. And Witch's Dance Ground came back, and Absinthe. Both Witch's Dance Ground and Absinthe come back. What the heck? I mean, it's possible that I don't village school that much. Oh, I need to get a launch. Is the noise lessened? Sounds like it. Ooh, Sid with Synergizer. So I expect that Sid picked up Lady of the Manor, of course. Yeah, I would guess that Sid picked up Lady of the Manor. I passed him. No, he didn't. I have Schnapps Distiller. I didn't really pass Sid any crazy. Was there the clay? Was there Straw Thatched Roof in that pack? Sid might have Straw Thatched Roof. Or Straw Thatched Hut, not Straw Thatched Roof. He might have Straw Thatched Hut. I think that might have been in my opening pack of miners. But other than that, I didn't really pass him a crazy. I didn't really pass him a crazy synergizer hand. I don't think. JP is right. Weird game incoming. Maybe. Not a vegetable. Dan's game. That's not a vegetable. That's not a vegetable round one. Don't you know the rules, Sid? Come on. 3 wood day labor is kind of sad. It's pretty bad for Storehouse Minder to get a 3 wood day labor round one. I'm never taking one read, though, not with Clay Roof in hand. That's okay. Storehouse Minder might get schooled away. Which is a shame, because I think it's a solid card. But, yeah, it just might get schooled away. If Keith does not build the fireplace with his first action, I'm playing Animal Husbandry Worker here, right? Is that right? And then building the fireplace after? Especially because I don't really care about this 2 read action. Because what I really want to do is get 4 clay next round. So I'd really like to grab 3 wood here. But I don't feel that I can. Yeah, Keith building the fireplace, I'm just going to take 2 sheep. So Keith probably taking reedstone food. I'm guessing I'm not getting 4 clay, but I would love to get the 4 clay. I would love to get the 4 clay. Although playing, well, I don't. So now I don't really want to play Storehouse Minder. Well, I guess I still could, but I can only play Storehouse Minder if I get a reedstone food action. The problem with playing Storehouse Minder is now I don't have food from sheep until round 5 because I want to let these sheep breed. So if I'm not getting food from sheep until round 5, I kind of want to let them sit. So I think JP is awking or taking 3 wood. He takes 3 wood. Keith is probably taking reedstone food. So I'll grab the 4 clay. No. Okay. Doing this then. Because now I get to take the 3 clay with my second action, and then I can play Storehouse Minder in round 4. Storehouse Minder is making me consider double build. So what I could do is I could line up giant double build late in the game. Could do that. JP's playing the card that lets him play another occupation here. Since he said it'll be complicated. Oh, he's playing homework, okay. Then he gets to play politician, so he just gets a million resources from all his occupations. So did Cheapskate play homework? Or is he playing start player? It seems like he's playing start player homework, and then Cheapskate, and then politician. And so then he gets 1 more minor and 1 more awk. So he plays inventor, fun. So he gets to make a major improvement next round. So he's playing 3. So he's playing 3 occupations and 2 minor improvements with 1 action. Pretty good. This is a good reason to have played dancer. I will say, excellent reason to have played dancer when you're able to dump all your occupations with 1 move. Fun stuff for JP. Thinking about his minor. I think Cheapskate could have played his minor. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't do it that way. He could have played Cheapskate. Cheapskate plays homework, politician. Cheapskate plays homework, politician. Then he could play one more Awk instead of play a minor here that he's not sure about. It's not Quarry or Animal Pen. Yes, not Quarry or Animal Pen makes this quite a bit worse. And it's not like he's playing Tuileries Garden here and sowing a vegetable or something with Schnapps Distiller in play. Like, that would be really absurd. So I kind of want to see late family growth at this point. I guess depends on what Sid gets up to. Like, if I could just grow third pretty easily, then that's alright. So I think this round is Storehouse Minder into the 3 clay fireplace. And the reason I like the 3 clay fireplace a ton is because it lets me play Timetable, and then Timetable lets me play the Village School for free, which I very much appreciate. And Village School will toss whatever minors I don't have time to play in Schnapps Distiller. And maybe Giant, maybe Restless Father. Probably not, though. Ooh, Sid's got Real Estate Agent, so he could have the 4 sheep. He could have the Shepherd's Crook. I could have had that with Zoo Director, which would have been really fun. Could have had Real Estate Agent with Zoo Director, Shepherd's Crook. That would have been a lot of fun. Keith is probably supposed to take the 2 sheep here, but he doesn't. Uh, plus Clay and Reed. Clay Reed on the Storehouse Minder, since both of them, those are the 2 resources that I require for my clay roof. So now I can do a 3 wood action into build. Yeah, so I think JP should build here because Keith then has to choose between 3 sheep when start player. And I think as Keith, you're supposed to take the 3 sheep. Because if he doesn't take the 3 sheep, then I can grab it, right? No, JP is gonna forgo building. Okay, so this lets Keith take the 3 sheep, so that I'm getting 4 wood. Pretty sure Sid's taking clay, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure Sid's taking clay. And I think I start player's second action if JP doesn't build here. JP doesn't build. I start player to build in 6, and then if family growth flips in 6, I'm guaranteed growth in 7. And if it's in 7, then I'm guaranteed I just grow after Keith. I don't mind. I have good minors to play, so I don't mind playing a couple minor improvement actions in a row. I'm okay with that. Yeah, Sid takes the clay. Yeah, Sid's got. I'm pretty sure I passed Straw Thatch to Sid out of my opening pack. JP builds. So Keith might start player here. Yep. Plays Flagon. Okay. This would be a good time to play an Auk if cheap Auk was available. Instead, I could Reedstone Food or 3 Wood. I think the Reedstone Food is not that important. I think I don't need Reedstone Food again for a little while, actually. I think I need to be more choosy with what actions I take. I think Reedstone Food is not good enough. It doesn't let me double build. Yeah, Reedstone Food would not let me double build. Late family growth. Good for me. Really good for me. Really good for me. If I grow here, so if Sid grows third, that's probably bad for the table because of Sid's great setup. But if Sid doesn't manage to pull off the straw thatched roof grow, right, he would have to clay. Like he pretty much would have to clay Reno. Probably at this point as Sid, you're just supposed to build a regular room, I would guess. Ooh, Keith playing well builder here. He's gonna let JP jump in with start player joinery. Interesting. Interesting. Um, what happens if I take 4 food? Is there a path to double building here? Do I even want to double build? The only reason to double build really is giant. But giant, I'm gonna take the 4 food here and see what happens. Um, yeah, so the reason to try for double build is giant restless father, really. Sid finally gets his hewer out at long last. This will be the first round that it goes off in. Yeah, there's the joinery, no surprise. So I'll take the 3 read if it comes back. It does not. If Sid's not going to pressure my build, maybe I can pull off double building. There would be, if I could giant double grow in 9, that would be great. Giant double build in 10 would be probably good enough for this game. It probably would be good enough. Oh, sad hewer. Sad hewer. Taking 2 clay when you have stone supports. Dan's game. Dan's game. Must need it for a miner. Oh, for market. Okay, that's why. Oh, market plus inventor get triggers off market. Fun. Yeah. So Keith is not forced to start player here. And Sid is really not forcing my build. Sid is very much not forcing my build. So if I take 4 clay here, I can take 4 clay into clay roof. Right? That's my plan. 4 clay into start player clay roof. Pretty sure Sid does 4 wood into or sorry, he probably does reedstone food. No, he does 4 wood. Okay. I could get screwed by a country doctor, but we know he first picked Synergizer, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm feeling kind of bad about the one thing not being in play yet. Okay, so the play is round 8. The play is start player clay roof, and then round 8 I double build into double occupation. I play giant and restless father together, and then round 9 I double grow. I play timetable and village school together, and that sounds like a plan. Keith building the flag in here, or building the well here. This forces my build, right? Does it? Hmm. I kind of still want to play Clay Roof. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keith just went to 4 wood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get to play Clay Roof still. Yes. Good. Let's put a wood. And do I put a stone? I think I don't put a stone yet. I think I put clay before I put stone. Because my idea is that the reed are going to stay at 2 until I'm ready for them to double reno. I'm letting Keith get 6 wood here. But I think the payoff is pretty fantastic for me. Double grow in 9 in a round 7 family growth game seems excellent. And I have effectively 9 food here. So normally I'd be worried about my feeding, but I have 9 food. Keith's gonna grow. So I just need JP to not play an occupation here. Which he actually might do. He plays Plow Feast. Okay, yeah, I'll pay for Plow Feast. Yep. So I have 7 food. Yes, I can afford to double lock. We all know about Lady of the Manor. Well, at least I know about Lady of the Manor, so I'm paying. Yeah, I think everyone knows about Lady of the Manor. I took Manure Shoveler over it, so yeah, everyone knows about Lady of the Manor. Fun! This is fun. This is really fun. This is really fun. Okay, so rest of the way I'm putting wood stone on Storehouse Minder because I can save a clay by discarding to Village Fool, or Village School, I should say. So I'm just trying to get enough stone to reno with and enough wood to fence with. And then I don't need too many more resources after that. Like, this is a hand that doesn't... Like, I want to get a cooking hearth at some point, but I don't really need any other majors, right? Because if I have the Lady of the Manor points, the Animal Husbandry Worker points... Oh, I just realized I should have built a stable. Oh, man, I have pole barns here. I should have built a stable. Oh, that was bad. That was so bad. With pole barns here and knowing Lady of the Manor's in the game, I should have built a stable. I guess it's possible that Lady of the Manor doesn't hit the table, but kicking myself here. Oh, oh, I'm dumb. I forgot that I needed to feed 6 here. I forgot I needed to feed 6 here. Why did I think I only needed to feed 5? That was dumb. That was really dumb. He's saying he's gonna fence instead of stage star. Or 2 food on G. I'll ask Keith if he wants it. I don't think he does, but I'll make sure. I tried to do the math live, but obviously I did it unsuccessfully. Yeah, so I don't really want to play Witch's Dance Ground anymore, right? Because I want to get to 5 fields if I can. And plus II Father. Now, I'm pretty sure Sid's doing so and build here, right? So I pretty much need to giant one action, which is a wood action. And then after that, I'm gianting a combination of food or. So I'm going to giant Reno to double Reno. I want a giant Plauso to trigger Manure Shoveler twice. I could giant Occupation to play Manure Shoveler and Zoo Director at the same time. But probably what I'd rather do. Yeah, probably a giant Wood, Reno, and Plauso. So that's 2 more rounds where probably one of them's food and one of them's an animal, maybe. Or one of them's gianting Occupation, one of those two. No other player has fewer. Sid skates by just barely with his one. So how much more wood do I need? I need 11 more wood total because I get to use. Well, so I need 12 more wood because Giant Scarecrow I can play with Village School and Pole Barns I can play with Village School, and one of them comes off of Timetable. So I need 12 wood total. I have currently 5. If I let the wood go one more, I have 6. So gianting a 3 wood action is enough. But only if I don't fence until 12. I mean, I can also giant on the fence action itself, or I can village school on the fence action itself, right? So let's say I toss Schnapps Distiller, which is Dance Ground, and maybe Chimney. Probably Chimney. Yikes! Open fields for JP. Yikes! That's it feels bad. So I'll giant the 3 boar here, I think, if Keith passes them to me. I'm guessing Keith is taking them, though. Yeah. So I think I'm gianting the 6 food here. Sid not getting on Reno here is really bad. I'm not totally sure why JP needed to Reno there, unless he's got like a farm steward or something. But he first picked Patroness, right? And if Sid's pile was crap, then, you know, he didn't second pick farm steward. Yeah, definitely taking a 3 wood action with my next move if I can. Definitely taking a 3 wood. I would take both 3 wood actions, would I? That would put me at 12 exactly. Sid building here, yeah. I'm pretty sure Sid has straw thatched hut, but he just has to grow this round. Like if he doesn't grow, the problem is if he doesn't build and grow here, then he doesn't get to grow. Like he would have to reno and build in 11. He doesn't even get to grow until 12 in that case, which would be quite bad. Village school is once per turn, right? Yeah, once per turn. So if I giant double reno, important to remember that I can only discount one thing total. So if I giant double reno, I can't get the clay and the stone. I can't giant clay and stone, for example. Last action, manure shoveler here. Or do I take grain, food? Or I could take plow, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, the Reno move was really bad for Sid. That Reno move was so bad for Sid. Take the read from Minder. Wood from timetable and discard to save a wood. So family growth without room in 12 would be great for Restless Father. Plowsow would also be fine, although Plowsow is not as exciting. But because I might get Plowsow, I really need to get to it. At least 2 animals here. If I had built a stable and I could hold 4 animals and double sow vegetable, that seems like it would be really good. Alright, seems like gianting the sheep is like just about as good as it gets here. I do need a ton more food. And then last action, 2 wood. That allows me to take the wood and fence in 12. Would it be bad here to be able to breed and get vegetable? I think getting the vegetable compared to the grain is not that much better because Giant Scarecrow makes sowing the grain really good, actually. Damn, not being able to accommodate the Dairy Crier here is sad. Not being able to accommodate it here is quite sad. Six food and a sheep to feed 8. There's the straw thatched hut finally. I hit plow sow. Not what I was hoping for, but that's alright. Still a good move. So next move, fence. And then last move, 2 boar, 2 cattle would be amazing. And I mean, these two can't really take the animals. It's only Keith that's likely to take them. So it seems like I'm getting giant. I'm gianting Reno round 14. So I should be trying to hit double sow in round 13, which means if I'm gianting sow in 13, that gets me 2 vegetables. If I could get to 6 animals, that would be ideal, but seems like I'm not going to get to 6 animals. It would also be nice to harvest grain before double sowing, but I need to get the clay. I need to let the clay and stone accumulate here. I really need to let the clay and stone accumulate. I'm a bit surprised nobody's start playered here yet, since both JP and Keith really want family growth without room. Keith is playing like he has Zoo Director. He doesn't have Zoo Director. Again, I'm quite surprised that JP has not start playered yet. That seems like a slam dunk move to me. Yeah, double so bacon 14 was what I had in mind. Well, double plow so was my initial plan, but hitting plow so here made me want double so bacon 14 because it would let me sow 2 vegetables and then sow a grain and then bake 3 grain, which would basically cover my feeding the rest of the way. Um, but I need to double Reno in that round, so does Keith want a 4 food move over start player? I doubt it. So it looks like I'm getting family growth, given he just played Magic Beans. Like, also getting past Magic Beans here is actually great, because it gives me another thing to discard, which I'm quite happy about. So, family growth. So the moves I want are family growth, start player, So? Double so? Am I gonna get double so? Sid might want a bake action. Yeah, Sid might want a bake action. Let's see what Keith gives me. Could be Plauso. I will not take Plauso. I will take uh will I Plauso over Family Growth? Probably not, right? Whoops. So I want a wheel start player. If I do, I play start player Pole Barnes, toss Magic Beans to save a wood. And then I get to buff up Storehouse Miner. This is start player for Sid, right? Yeah, gotta be. Yeah. Well, is there a way to keep JP from wanting to first move Reno next round, or Keith? So Keith unlikely to go for Reno given he would have to take stone twice. Now JP, it's more ambiguous because he can take a Reedstone food action and then Reno. Now if he takes a Reedstone food action, that's like 4 read on his farm, right? And that's worth 2 points. So I have to imagine that would be better. What if I take a cattle here? Do I get to last move double veg if I take a double sow if I take a cattle here? This is super this is super greedy, but I'm gonna try it. This is quite greedy. Backup could be giant one cattle. I think gianting so bake is just so good. But Sid might so bake here. We'll see. If Sid so bakes, I'll be sad. I mean, Keith's not going to so bake. JP's not going to. The only person who's going to so bake is Sid. And the question is Sid going to so bake over fence here, right? Because JP's ready to fence. Oh, no! That's too bad. So am I taking double vegetable here, then? Gianting one vegetable? Could also play Zoo Director with this action, I guess. But I should be gianting something, right? Pretty sad I can't giant... quite sad I can't giant Reno here. Feed 10, feed 9. I'm super vulnerable to not getting Reno here. Super vulnerable. Yeah, JP I think was supposed to fence. Yeah, I think JP was supposed to fence there when Sid took so big. So yeah, if I get a so bake action, it's a huge amount of food, and it's like more than 2 points because it's so much food that it helps me not need to eat animals. So I can probably pull off an extra point from Zoo Director if I get a so bake action. So I get a giant double Reno. I want so bake. I want to play Zoo Director. That's pretty much it. Last action is an animal action. Yeah. Last action's an animal action. So JP asks Sid, why does he care? Because if JP had one stone here, my Reno would be threatened. I'd have to be afraid of 2 reed to 2 stone. Sid wanted to make Sid's got the half timbered house. Sid wanted to get a sixth room and play half timbered house here. Yeah, that would have been huge points. That would have been really huge points. Pretty sure Plow So is so good that if it's there, I have to take it. It's not. Um, Sid doesn't really need So Bake. So I think I can let So Bake ride. Make sure I get my double Reno here. Although Sid does really want a Reno fence, right? Sid wants the Reno fence to tie me on Animal Tamer's Apprentice, right? This is just so many points here. So plus GV and Bake 2. And now I can eat a vegetable and 3 grain, and I'm up to 11 food, which is enough to pay for my Zoo Director. Sid blocking Reno improvement here. Okay, I thought he'd be interested in getting a fence action, but yeah, I thought he'd be interested in a fence action, but I guess not. Also, seems like one read is not correct after Reno. I guess he didn't pay for his Reno yet. He's gonna take Reedstone food and then Reno and then Family Growth Half Timbered House. So that cost me the Cooking Hearth upgrade, which I don't care about. The big thing it cost me is just playing Pole Barns, but I had a free action here anyways. So I think it's okay. I can take... I have 3 moves left. Double Reno, Animal... Sorry, double Animal... Sorry, double Reno, Zoo Director, and either Pole Barns or 3 Sheep. So Keith first picked Milking Hand, presumably. Reno's still safe. So 3 sheep or... Well, so I can't actually hold the sheep. So I just play Pole Barns here. Then I feed 5 food, 3G, and a V to feed 10. Breed and breed. So I have 10 animals, so it's a 3-point Zoo Director. I get 2 points from Animal Tamer's Apprentice, Animal Husbandry Worker. So final score plus 6. Should be enough to win. Yeah, 55. GG. Yeah, so I beat Sid by 4. I needed the right actions. I was fortunate to get the right actions here. Yeah. I was quite fortunate to get the right actions here. And also being seated after Keith was good for me. 55, 51, 41, 42. GG. Definitely being seated after Keith and JP helped a ton. And Sid was unlucky that yeah, JP messed with your Reno. Or his Reno. I assume Sid has Lady of the Manor. Yeah, I was fortunate. I was fortunate to get the right actions this game. I was really fortunate to get the right actions. So I would like one more sheep and one more boar. Um, that 2 vegetable action into sow was kind of rough. That two vegetable action and then also taking sow bake later was pretty rough. I really wanted to just double sow bake. Or double plow sow even to cover an extra space. It would have been nice to have been able to, and yeah, the double vegetable is pretty bad. Um, double vegetable was pretty bad because like that could have been a double animal action, which But I didn't. But to be fair, yeah, like so the thing is, if I get Reno improvement, I can play Cooking Hearth upgrade and the thing, and then I can also take 3 sheep, which amazingly 3 sheep are left at the end of the game, and 3 sheep would have been a 3-point action, which was too bad. Yeah. So the other thing that was a mistake, my storehouse minder resources were wrong. I should have been able to double Reno in 13, but the fact that I couldn't use school on both was a big problem, um, which I kind of forgot about. Yeah, Sid can look at the draft and he'll be annoyed because Keith passed me a bunch of good stuff. 5th pick, Restless Father. I got a 5th pick, Restless Father, which shouldn't have happened. So yeah, I definitely had quite a bit of help here. But yeah, fun Storehouse Minder. You guys know I love Storehouse Minder. One of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, guys, that's going to be all from me. I'm off tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday evening with a game. So, yeah, maybe 2 games Sunday evening, depends on how tired I am. So, have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you on Sunday night. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you next time.